May I come in, sir? Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please come.
Thank you.
You are Anmolan.
Anmolam, sir.
Anmolam.
Yes.
Where are you from?
Jharkhand.
I haven't heard this name before. Have you come across any other Anmolam?
No, sir.
What does it mean?
Since my father has given me this name, I asked this question to him. He said he wanted the name Anmol to be Sanskrit nisht. So like Satyam is for Satya, Shivam is for Shiv, so Anmolam is for
Anmolam is for Anmol. Very good. But your father also doesn't write his caste?
No surname, sir.
No surname.
No, sir.
He also doesn't use any surname?
No, sir.
What is his name?
Mr. Deen Bandhu.
In one word. That too, Deen Bandhu. So, did you ask him why his family doesn't have a surname?
Actually, this has been our family tradition because we don't prefer keeping surnames. My father has asked this question to his father, that is my grandfather, who is no more. He said, Ki, I believe in just name and you earn your surname by your deeds.
आपके दादाजी का नाम क्या था?
Shri Arjun, late Arjun.
That's very interesting thing you are saying. You earn your surname by your deeds.
Yes.
So what surname do you propose to
Earned.
earn with your deeds in the coming days?
I hope I hope some trait of honesty and integrity, if gets associated with my name. I'm not sure, I have not decided on this, but if I think a surname has to be added, it should be added by the society who adjudicates upon my deeds in the long run.
You understand exactly the meaning of the word adjudicate?
Yes, sir. Not in that technical sense I was using. I was using in a very colloquial manner, not in that technical sense of adjudication. But I was using it in the sense of acknowledgement, how society acknowledges my deeds.
क्या आप LLM भी हैं?
Yes, sir.
LLM, very good. So, legal profession तो बड़ा lucrative profession है.
Yes, sir.
You are going into civil service where your salary will be very, very small. So, why don't you want to pursue law only?
Sir, more than salary, I don't undermine the importance of salary, but more than salary, what matters is the opportunity one gets in civil services. The opportunity to serve the people, the opportunity to work in the execution of the policies, and later on as a career bureaucrat to participate in the policy making. I believe no other service gives me that amount of avenue which civil services provides.
Okay. Visiting new places is one of your extracurricular activities. Which is the last new place you visited?
Sir, I visited a place called Simra. It's a tribal village situated in Godda district of Jharkhand. I went there 3 weeks back.
3 weeks back. Why did you go there?
I had a plan to live in a tribal village with the people, see how they live, and because I come from a place which is situated in Jharkhand, which is very famous for the population of scheduled tribes. So I wanted to have a practical experience of living with them. I have never been into their house for like many.
कितना दिन रहे फिर आप वहाँ?
3 दिन रहे थे.
तो ये आजकल के कोविड के दौरान ऐसी जगह जहाँ जाना कोई ज़रूरी भी नहीं था, तो what made you go there?
It was my curiosity, sir.
So in your curiosity, you are willing to take such risk that you travel in COVID through, how did you go, by train I suppose, or bus?
No, sir.
By car?
By car.
By car. Okay.
We were taking the precautions, wearing mask and sanitizing.
And which was the other place you visited before this?
Before that, I went to Badami, Aihole, Pattadakal and Hampi in February.
Okay. Yeah, you are an adventurer and tourist. socially relevant movies. Which is the last socially relevant movie you saw?
I watched Parasite.
Parasite. What was the social relevance?
Sir, if you permit me to describe it, like
Of course.
the movie revolves around a protagonist whose family is a very deprived family located in South Korea. Now, the protagonist of the movie considers himself to be very smart because he thinks that he is befooling his master and sucking all what the master has. That means acting like a parasite. Whereas the director basically wanted to show the disparity existing in the society. That is, who is the real parasite? How the systemic inequalities which is there in the entire economic, social, and political structure is leading to lots of gap in terms of not only economy but also the opportunities in future. It ends with a very important question. The protagonist's father is locked in the basement area of the host, and the protagonist says ki one day I will purchase this house and I will help my father to be free. Is it a real dream? Will the protagonist get this opportunity to do so? I think the movie leaves us with this intriguing question.
So you saw this movie because you knew it is socially relevant, or you happened to see it and found it socially relevant?
No, sir. There was a genre in the OTT platform on which I was watching the movie. That's social genre, and in that I was searching. I was reading the reviews as well.
On the basis of reviews.
Yes, sir.
So which is the socially relevant Hindi movie you have seen recently?
Paglat.
Paglat.
Yes.
Okay. All-time socially relevant movie?
Who was the director of Garam Hawa?
Sir, I am right now forgetting.
Don't worry. Who was the protagonist? Who played the role of a hero in that?
Balraj Sahni, sir.
Did Farooq Sheikh had a role in
Yes,
that?
sir. Farooq Sheikh also had a very important role in that.
All right. अब मैं आपसे एक छोटा सवाल और पूछना चाहता हूँ. आपकी जो दस्तखत है वो हिंदी में है,
Yes, sir.
और उसमें जो अनमोलम शब्द की व्युत्पत्ति और व्याख्या आपने हमारे लिए की है, उसमें न अ के नीचे लगा है. उसका उच्चारण कैसे अनमोलम हो सकता है? न तो आधा म पे ही लगना चाहिए.
ये दस्तखत है सर. ये
नहीं,
नाम
दस्तखत है, बट व्हाट इज अ दस्तखत? आपसे आपके हाथ का लिखा अक्षर. अ सिग्नेचर इज योर साइन. तो आप मुद्रिका लगा देते, आप उसमें टेढ़े तिरछे चित्र बना देते, मगर आपने एक होशो हवास ने ये फैसला किया है कि आपके दस्तखत हस्ताक्षर अंग्रेज़ी में नहीं हिंदी में होंगे. आपके नाम की स्पेलिंग प्रॉपर नाम की अलग हो सकती है, मगर व्याकरण के सारे नियमों को ताक में रखकर आप हस्ताक्षर बनाएं और लोगों का ध्यान उसकी ओर. आप उसका उच्चारण कैसे करेंगे अगर अगर अ में मिला है?
Sir, I think signature serves not only the purpose of
नहीं, आप
identification.
No, वो तो not a signature is an identification.
Yes, sir.
If you are a student of law,
Exactly.
somebody who attests your signature should be either your signature should be put on the document in his presence, or he should be familiar with your signature.
Yes, sir.
Or signature is a signature imprint.
Yes, sir.
So it is part of your identity and attestation.
Exactly.
That we will not get into.
Yes, sir.
But the problem is, I am only asking you a different question. आपका डिफेंस ये है कि मैं whimsical हूँ, signature कुछ भी हो सकते हैं, मैंने कैसे भी लिख दिए.
Sorry, sir. I did not mean to say that. Basically, a signature should also have a practical thing in it, that it should not be easily copied. It cannot be easily copied, which one thinks it should not be copied. For that purpose only, I designed it in that particular
He is
way.
going to copy your signature.
No, I'm going to let you have a look at my signature.
Sir.
This is one.
Yes, sir.
The squiggle, and it is complete Pushpesh Pant written grammatically correctly,
Yes, sir.
with that speed
Yeah.
in Hindi.
Yes, sir.
And I could give you my English signatures, which again Pushpesh Pant, every letter is written as it should be.
Yes, sure.
मैं आपको दुखी नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं सिर्फ आपसे आपके दस्तखत नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ,
बिल्कुल.
मैं आपसे सिर्फ ये पूछ रहा हूँ कि आप व्याकरण सम्मत लिपि को छोड़कर हस्ताक्षर बना रहे हैं, और उसको लिखने में अगर आप तेज़ी से करेंगे तो आप अ के संग न कैसे मिलाएंगे जल्दी, मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ, अगर आप दस्तखत करेंगे उसे।
सर वो जब मैंने उस दस्तखत पर काम किया था, मैं 10वीं कक्षा में था उस समय।
हाँ, अच्छा।
तो उस समय मैंने ग्रामर वाले पोर्शन, आई डिड नॉट लुक फोकस्ड ऑन द ग्रामेटिकल पोर्शन, रादर द लाइन विच इज देयर, वो दैट इज अ लॉन्गर लाइन एंड देन इट इज लाइक न।
हाँ, तो आप पहले पूरा अ लिख के लंबी लाइन खींचेंगे, उसमें न मिलाएंगे,
हाँ।
फिर मोलम लिखेंगे।
हाँ, दैट्स व्हाट आई
नहीं, मैं
इंटेंडेड।
आपका जो तर्क है वो बिल्कुल मैं ग्रहण कर सकता हूँ। 10वीं कक्षा में अगर आपने तय कर लिया था कि दस्तखत यही करेंगे, मैंने भी 10वीं कक्षा के आसपास ही किए, एंड आई नॉर्मली साइन देम ट्वाइस टू प्रूव द पीपल कि आई कैन डू दैट ट्वाइस सिमिलरली।
एग्जैक्टली सर।
बट वो छोड़िए, वो सब तो बेकार की बातें हैं। अब आप लॉ पे आ जाइए। आपने लॉ में LLM किस विषय पे किया था?
इंटरनेशनल लॉ।
नहीं, टॉपिक क्या था आपका डिसर्टेशन का?
डिसर्टेशन सब्सिक्वेंट एग्रीमेंट एंड सब्सिक्वेंट प्रैक्टिस इन द ट्रीटी इंटरप्रिटेशन।
जो एक आर्गुमेंट ये है, जो हमको इंटरनेशनल लॉ पढ़ाते थे, वो प्रोफेसर RP आनंद थे। उनका कहना था कि देयर इज़ अ ट्रेडिशन, देयर इज़ अ हेरिटेज ऑफ एशियन लॉ which the present international law as it is evolved in Europe has not quite taken care of. That is the kind of an argument which the Chinese now make, because we have not played a role in the emergence of this regime of international law. We are not necessarily willing to abide by it. What are your views on this?
Sir, I believe there cannot be a very clean slate theory when it comes to international law, because states regularly participate in the decision making process.
मैं आपको ठोकूं, nation state system is a creature of Treaty of Westphalia.
Yes, sir.
Before that, the concept of international law was not there, because the international word would not be there unless there are nation states. So from times immemorial, for millennia, people have interacted, but not necessarily as nation state.
Yes, sir.
And the whole concept of droit would be totally different. It would have a European heritage.
Yes, sir.
And when somebody, even today, United States says rule-based system,
Yes, sir.
and conditional, convenient acceptance of clause is a totally different thing.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know whether one would very readily concede this point कि इसमें water tight compartmentalization नहीं हो सकता है, because it is possible to argue. मतलब आप तो लॉ के इतने आलिम फाजिल आदमी, आपसे क्या बहस की जाए कि सिविल लॉ सिस्टम होता है और कॉमन लॉ सिस्टम होता है और रोमन लॉ सिस्टम होता था और एंशिएंट लॉ मीन वाला था, जिसमें मीन का लेक्चर है। मगर वो दिक्कत ये है कि वो क्या आपका उस लॉ से कुछ लीगल सिस्टम से लेना देना था, या हमारा जो धर्मशास्त्र थे या सूत्रज थे, हमारा अपना एक लीगल सिस्टम था। इस्लामिक वर्ल्ड का अपना एक लीगल यूनिवर्स है, एंड द चाइनीज़ फ्रॉम डेज ऑफ कन्फ्यूशियन हैव दैट. इट अप्लाइज टू अदर थिंग्स ऑल्सो. The Western values in totality, which Kishore Mehbubani of Singapore argues.
Yes, sir.
तो आप इसको कंसीडर नहीं करते हैं कि मतलब there is, इसमें कुछ तर्क में है, दम है.
Exactly, sir. This entire argument is also philosophically known as third world approaches to international law, and it has also number of streams. Professor RP Anand has been a very strong proponent of it. Presently also there are many scholars like Professor B.S. Chimney, Professor Yogesh Tyagi, sir.
Yogesh Tyagi and B.S. Chimney happen to be students of mine,
Yes, sir.
and we are in the direct discipleship of Professor RP Anand.
Yes, sir.
So is there any other school besides the JNU, RP Anand, Yogesh Tyagi, Chimney, other? ये तो हम एक ही घराने के निकल आए ना, सब कलाकार.
Yes, sir. There are other eminent jurists who are all like.
आपने थर्ड वर्ल्ड कहा,
Yes,
तो
sir.
could you name a non-Indian jurist to support this view?
Swarna Raja.
कहाँ
He's
की?
from Nepal and he is right now in National University of Singapore.
All right.
Yes, sir. So he is also into third world approaches to international investment law, and he has a very important book published by Oxford University Press. So there is lots of scholarship in this regard, and the arguments are also valid. That is why this entire effort to make the international law more inclusive, both at that nation state level as well as from the perspective of individual centrism, that is going on, and it should go on. But given the existing circumstances, I think it would be far-fetched to completely dismantle the system or to completely belittle the system.
No, the intention is neither to belittle nor is the design to dismantle it. But the system as it exists should accommodate an alternative
Exactly, sir.
response. Thank you.
Okay. What was the topic of dissertation of your LLM that you mentioned?
Subsequent agreement and subsequent practice in treaty interpretation.
In treaty interpretation. Okay. Because I didn't hear that treaty word, and that is why I was just wondering.
No, he did.
As you know that for such a long time there seemed to be some kind of the deadlock that is going on in the appointment of the Supreme Court judges. But if you look at the evolution of the collegium system, the 90s onwards, we begun to believe that it's pretty simple and the transparent as well. But suddenly, as you know, that the chances of the lady judge from the Karnataka High Court, she could become the Chief Justice of India if the right time she could be appointed. But why this deadlock is happening, and what is wrong with the collegium system and judges appointment system? And another like corollary to that question would be that do you think that we need another new kind of NJS?
Sir, I believe when it comes to appointment of judges in High Court and Supreme Court, there should be a very fair, independent mechanism. Collegium system has been working well, but it has some of its own loopholes as well.
No, but the alternative that was proposed in NJS, that was rejected by the Supreme Court.
Yes, sir.
That means that after great deal of deliberation, the Supreme Court has stayed with that, and you will notice at that time India's even the topmost jurists, they has also decried the NJS because the articles would appear in the Indian Express or Hindu, you might have seen. Probably everybody thought that it's a foolproof the system. Then what is going wrong right now?
Sir, in that very judgment, that is the NJSE case, not only the Supreme Court said that held the NJSE amendment as unconstitutional and violative of basic structure, but it also provided for improvement in the collegium system as well. So even the court has acknowledged that there has to be more transparency, more rule-based order when it comes to appointment. And it has been proceeding in this regard.
Your answer sounds to be very global and it's not taking us anywhere. Tell me exactly that where the deadlock is. For example, why the appointments cannot be done. What exactly is going on? Pinpoint it.
Sir,
put exactly the pin where the problem is.
Yes, sir. Sir, at times what happens is the proposals sent by collegium are not accepted by the government.
So what happens, government, what does next if the government does not accept the
Then there are two options available to the collegium. It can again send it or it can reconsider and does not send it.
So suppose it resends it.
Then it has to be appointment.
So where is the deadlock? That is what has happened. The Supreme Court has sent the names again. So what is the problem?
I believe there is a in these.
It's not a question of your believing. Tell me that exactly how the system works and why it is not working the way it should.
These sort of confrontations should be avoided, and if these things happen, it might lead to constitutional fiasco. I think it requires more of constitutional cooperation when it comes to executive as well as judiciary.
You just told me that the second time if the collegium sends the names again to the Home Ministry and they have to accept it, so they will be appointed. So what is the problem?
They will be appointed, but Sir, Supreme Court, the collegium system should also take into consideration the viewpoint of the government as well, because
if the collegium returns the names for the second time, then the government cannot say no.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the problem?
Then it has to be taken, sir, because
so where is the deadlock? Why there is deadlock?
Might be some of I am afraid to say,
because there is no limit fixed that how long the government will take to return these names.
Yes, sir.
And that is why. There is another issue, that is appointment of the high courts. That is a separate problem is happening, but I'll just leave it there. Just one last question. There is twice in 2019 and 2021, twice the matter of the Rohingyas and their deportation came up.
Yes.
Supreme Court has interpreted Constitution in a certain manner, and the petitioners, or rather petitioners, have interpreted the Constitution in a different manner. Can you tell me that what recently the Supreme Court said in its order?
Sir, day before yesterday only, the Honorable Supreme Court said that Rohingyas also have right to life, and that is provided.
Supreme Court does not have to say that. Again, you said
Yes,
that is the part of the fundamental feature of the Constitution.
Yes, sir.
So Article 21 is available to them anyway.
Yes,
Article
sir.
41 is available to them anyway. Supreme Court does not have to say that.
But sir, life along with dignity is available. That was stated. Along with it, the Supreme Court also said that deportation should not be done immediately, and it can only be done when all the other procedural and substantive formalities are
Supreme
met.
Court that did say, but Supreme Court also talked about a particular constitutional provision that is not available to them.
I'm sorry.
That will do. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between, if there is a difference, between law and justice?
So justice is a virtue and a broad principle, whereas law, as defined in the Constitution, is a mechanism which includes legislations, which includes rules, which includes customs, which has acquired the designation of law for attainment of justice. So justice is a larger virtue, and law is a means to achieve justice.
So are laws expected to be just?
They definitely are.
So can you have unjust laws?
Yes, sir, we can have unjust laws.
Would you like to give us a few examples from the Indian context?
For example, in Sabrimala case, the Honorable Supreme Court held that not allowing women to participate, to enter into the religious premise, the temple, was violative of Article 14, was also violative of the principles which are present in the Constitution, like equality, dignity. So this was probably an example of an unjust law.
But that is again sub judice, and essentiality clause is to be examined by the Supreme Court. That you are not mentioning.
Yes, sir, that is there, but the court specifically held the law to be violative of the fundamental rights as well as principles of justice and liberty as well as equality. So by that logic, the previously existing law was an unjust law.
Supreme Court again would be reviewing its own judgment. So what is the issues that has been framed to review it?
Yes, sir. The issues include the interpretation of Article 25 as well, as to what
Essentiality clause.
essentiality of
The practices,
Yes,
whether
the
it's a
practice.
part of it. Okay.
So, you said that you're interested in watching films, and I take it, along with that, probably interested in reading books which have to do with social issues and perhaps a correction of certain social issues, drawing attention to them. In your view, the Khap Panchayats, for example, wield enormous power. Is this legal or illegal?
Sir, Khap Panchayat has a long history as well as social root. It depends on the nature of function which it is performing. If it is performing a social as well as a legal function, that means one which does not go beyond the contours of law, then it is legal. But if the function as such is illegal, for example, the issues of honor killing, then it is illegal. So I would not say the very institution to be legal or illegal, rather the act of it, the conduct of it makes that conduct legal or illegal.
Are there any examples where actions taken by the Khap Panchayat have been found to be illegal and members of the Khap Panchayat have subsequently been punished?
I was reading one case pertaining to honor killing. I'm not exactly recollecting the date, but it was of year 2011 when I was in second year of my law. That year, a Supreme Court judgment held the Khap to be committing a crime by ordering the boycott of the couple who married in the same Gotra.
Actually, the essential part of that judgment is that will be treated as rarest of rare.
Yes, sir. In case of murder.
Murder.
But that was not the murder. That was just boycott of them, and the couple
No,
was
boycott is a separate thing. But
Yes,
but you were talking about honor killing.
Yes,
The
sir.
moment you talk of honor killing,
Yes.
that killing will be treated as rarest
Rarest
of
of rare.
That is what Supreme Court said.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Molan, you did very well. You are a very charming person. You come out very honest. You are knowledgeable. My colleagues will, of course, will comment. I liked your answer when I asked you about salary. So you said, well, salary is important, but then there are more important things. I like that. Your reply to movies and going to Garam Hawa, all three movies that you mentioned, good. Visiting places was also good. I liked your Khap Panchayat definition also, that is per se, Khap Panchayat actually per se is very good. Suppose it says there will be no child marriage in our panchayat, should you not appreciate it? There will be no dowry. There will be no dropout of puberty reaching girls. So now these are some lovely things that they can do. It's only when they stray into the area of criminal jurisprudence that is where they go wrong. That's it.
No, I think I'm very happy. You acquitted yourself very well about questions on law. Your understanding seems to be pretty good. Your articulation is very good. You are neither in a hurry to come out with your answers. You think and come out with an answer which is your own thought. I'm very happy. I have no problem whatsoever.
Exactly, I also think that you are doing almost everything right. The only fact is, the only thing is that NLU, your background is NLU, and you have also LLM. So the nuances of the law,
yes.
and if I could use a non-legal term, exactness of your answer, that is expectation is much higher from you.
Exactly.
First thing. So that is the one reason why, for example, I was talking about the respective argument of the deportation of the illegally under Foreigners Act if they are being tried with the government. Everything is available. Article 14 and 21 is available to them, but Article 19(1)(e) is not available to them.
Yes.
So based on that, that is what the Supreme Court said,
Yes.
that bring us, he asked Prashant Bhushan that if at all, if you could prove it, that this is available, then it. So again, in the collegium system that we are talking about it, again, that exactness was missing because now it's not clear that how long that government sit on those names.
Yes, sir.
But that creates a lot of problem
Lots
because
of
the vacancy goes on and on and on.
Yes, sir.
So there either there should be a clear judgment on that or there should be some statutory provision on that. So you could have argued that there could be another different kind of NJS is always in place. And as for the Supreme Court's judgment at that time, was it NJS is really violative of the separation of the power? It's just still debatable.
Yes, sir. I
लेकिन
wrote
अब
an
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने
article.
बोल दिया तो बोल दिया. हाँ बोलिए कुछ कह रहे हैं आप.
I wrote an article on this as well. That in the context of nemo judex in causa sua, does it apply to NJC as well? This was part of a moot court competition when I was in law school.
So that was good argument, I think.
So,
Exactly.
And even I believe it should be there. A more robust mechanism should be there.
Exactly.
But I cannot be that frank because that stature also matters at times in front of the board. Normally people
this board is okay, you can argue because Supreme Court
Even
didn't.
the other board, I would say
No,
that
no.
you don't have to be defensive on the
But you can
view
criticize.
which is justified.
You can criticize Supreme Court. You cannot be abusive. You cannot run it down. But you can. The fair criticism is absolutely welcome. Supreme Court itself says that the criticism is welcome because that adds a lot to the jurisprudence. So
Yes,
it's
sir.
absolutely okay to do that. But exactness of the
yes,
the legal
definitely.
issues, that-
Actually, I have to sharp it up because what has happened is ki in order to read many other things, that general sort of answering comes. Otherwise, if I at times I
So
have,
don't worry about that. To that extent, it's practical. It's possible you can do that. After all, absolutely everything that you could remember. It's not. It's
I
not
was even
possible.
I was also realizing this thing when you were mentioning that yes, I am missing somewhere. I think there is a point which I read that part of the judgment day before yesterday's newspaper, but
Still, we're doing very well. It's not that we are running you down, but that will take
Yes.
several notches higher your performance if you could
Sure, sir.
maintain that element. Otherwise, still you are doing very well.
Sure.
I think one of the big assets that you have
and it's a fantastic asset to have, is that you're spontaneous. And this spontaneity is a very refreshing thing. And I'll tell you one reason which appealed to me. When you were talking about cinema, and particularly social issues, etc., you picked up a Korean film. And that was a very, very good move on your part. You know, if you picked up a Hindi film, or if you picked up something that is commonly seen, the moment you picked up a Korean film, the chances of someone in the panel having seen the same film would have been very small, very low. And so that was a very, very good response that you gave. The other one is, I liked your distinction between law and justice, and also the role of the Khap Panchayat. So all the best. I think you're an excellent candidate.
Thank
No,
you. sir.
indeed, it was very good performance.
Good luck.
No,
Thanks.
one or two
Yes,
things
sure.
for you. Your dissertation is something subsequent. What is that?
Subsequent agreement and subsequent practices in case of treaty interpretation.
In treaty interpretation. I got the impression that this is a way to wriggle out of you made a treaty, and now you on second thought you want to wriggle out. Therefore, subsequent something. So, is this what it means? How to wriggle out of your treaty by subsequent interpretations?
Sir, it is like there is a provision in VCLT, Vienna Convention on Law of Treaties. This is basically like a rule of interpretation, a provision called Article 32. Now it says how will court interpret a treaty, what factors should the International Court of Justice take into account. In that particular respect,
No, चलो कोई बात नहीं, वो मैं समझ गया. इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी पे ट्रीटी के उसमें आजकल इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी इज अ हॉट टॉपिक आ सकता है, तो यू विल बी प्रिपेयर्ड.
Yes, sir.
व्हाट इज
Sir,
सबऑर्डिनेट
मैं बिल्कुल सही
लेजिस्लेशन?
बात कहा हुआ है.
What is
Statutory
subordinate
interpretation,
legislation?
sir, subordinate legislation in the Constitution of India, Article 12 also provides for rules, regulation
Rules
in
and
administrative law.
फेयर इनफ.
अभी तुरंत का एक एग्जांपल दीजिए सबऑर्डिनेट लेजिस्लेशन का, अभी का हाल का
सबऑर्डिनेट लेजिस्लेशन का जो रूल्स,
नो एग्जांपल दीजिए.
हाँ सर, सिटीजनशिप
नो,
से रिलेटेड
इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी एक्ट सेक्शन 69A का सबऑर्डिनेट लेजिस्लेशन जो गवर्नमेंट ने बनाया है. सो न्यूज़ प्लेटफॉर्म्स आर वेरी एंग्री दैट व्हाई यू आर पुटिंग अस टुगेदर विद द
यस यस सर, यस दिस
सो
इज
दिस इज द सबऑर्डिनेट लेजिस्लेशन. ये एग्जांपल देने के लिए बात कर.
हाँ, now एक चीज, डिड यू शेव टुडे?
yesterday I shared.
नो, ये नहीं चलेगा, है ना, ये उस दिन जरूर शेव करना
Yes,
है.
sir, वो
ठीक
मैं
है?
करता था, आज मुझे लगा थोड़ा
क्या लगा?
मुझे लगा थोड़ा ठीक है, इसीलिए मैं कर लूंगा.
नहीं,
आज चल जाएगा.
ये नहीं आज चल जाएगा.
नहीं
ऐसा ही लगा था.
नहीं चला ना?
नहीं चला.
आपने सोचा कि चल जाएगा, नहीं चला.
नहीं चला.
ठीक है, तो इसको ये सोच के चलो कभी नहीं चल सकता.
चलता है एटीट्यूड.
What happens is, had you been interviewed early in the morning, your 4 o'clock shadows would not be showing.
Yes, sir.
But you are being interviewed late in the
Yes,
day,
sir.
and male hormones being what they are, by this time you would have a growth of beard which would be unpleasant.
You're so pleasant, you're so handsome, and it will only enhance your good looks. अब तो सिर्फ 2 आपके लिए होमवर्क. कब है आपका इंटरव्यू?
26th of April सर.
पहले दिन ही
पहले
है.
दिन.
तो एक तो करंट अफेयर्स के लिए न्यूज़पेपर कौन सा पढ़ते हैं आप?
हिंदू, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस और थोड़ा सा टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया देख रहा हूँ मैं ऊपर से.
टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया बेकार है, कोई अगर छोड़ दें तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. अदर टू आर वेरी गुड. न्यूज़पेपर को गौर से आज से 26 तक गौर से पढ़ना,
बिल्कुल.
क्योंकि बहुत कुछ इसमें छुपा होता है. पर्टिकुलरली लीगल,
Yes, sir.
आज के अखबार में 2-4 लीगल जरूर होंगे. एंड बल्कि मैं तो औरों को एडवाइस कर रहा था, आपके पास तो टाइम बहुत कम है, कि एक डायरी में 5 आइटम्स आज के इंडियन एक्सप्रेस से या हिंदू से, ये दोनों मिला के एक निकाल लें. इसमें ये है, एक पेज पे एक आइटम के लिए, और उसके जो इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्ट्स वगैरह थे उसमें लिखें, याद रहेगा. दूसरे आपने नोटिस किया होगा कि आपके बायोडेटा से, CV से ही सारे सवाल जवाब 90% वो फ्रॉम देयर. आप अपने बायोडेटा को खुद पढ़ के आप एंटिसिपेट करो, कभी इसमें से 25 क्वेश्चन निकालो कि व्हाट आर द क्वेश्चंस एंड व्हाट कुड बी द डायरेक्शन इन विच दिस क्वेश्चन में टेक यू. तो बिकॉज चांसेस आर कि इसी के गिर्द ही इंटरव्यू होता है ना. तो देन यू विल डू वेरी वेल. हमने स्पोर्ट्स पे नहीं पूछा, ये भी आ सकता है. क्रिकेट आर्टिकल चल रही है, IPL का कोई फ़ैन वहाँ पे हो सकता है, तो इसलिए आप अपने इसको करें, बट यू आर ए वेरी गुड कैंडिडेट, इट वाज ए प्लेजर टू टॉक टू यू।
It was an honor on my
अच्छा
part.
एक सेकंड में ये ज़रा भाईजान आपके से कि जो आप बिल्कुल मुस्तकिल हाथ यूँ रख के बैठे, ये किसी इंटरव्यू का पैनल ने आपको बताया क्या?
अब मैं YouTube पे देख रहा था सर, उन्होंने समझाया था।
यूट्यूब में किसी एक कोचिंग सेंटर का यूट्यूब
हाँ,
होगा।
हाँ,
अच्छा हाँ, लेकिन इसमें जब आपने हमसे सवाल जवाब किए ना, तब आपने हाथ उठाने शुरू किया और आपने हाथ के जेस्चर करने शुरू किए, तो ऑफ कोर्स ओवर
हाँ,
जेस्टिकुलेशन
yes.
तो नहीं चलेगा,
A little bit
लेकिन
of movement.
स्टैचू लाइक बैठना
That
इज
is
नॉट
not-
ए गुड आइडिया,
Yes sir.
है ना? तो वो लग रहा था कि आप किसी से सीख के आए हैं, उसने तो आपको
हाँ,
बोला
वो
है।
जबरदस्त, क्योंकि लॉ स्कूल की ट्रेनिंग में तो हैंड मूवमेंट इज अ गुड थिंग।
उसमें तो मूड कोर्ट में तो
हाँ,
पूरा हाथ बांध
पूरा हाथ, तो उसमें क्या हुआ, मुझे कहा गया तुम्हारा हाथ नहीं चलना चाहिए, तुम ऐसे रहो।
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ।
तो वो थोड़ा
दूसरी अंगूठियां 2 हैं, अगर इनमें से एक को आप उतार सके उस दिन
हाँ,
कुछ समय के लिए तो बेहतर रहेगा।
है ना?
1 ring is acceptable, but more than 1 ring conveys a signal of your great belief in astrology.
अब माँ नहीं देगी उतारने के लिए सर।
अब ये तो भूल के भी मत कहिए, अगर माँ नहीं देगी कहिए तो
जेब में रख सकते हैं निकाल के।
मैं सर, आप जो कहेंगे मैं वही मैं
देखिए, अगर आप एस्ट्रोलॉजी को मानते भी हैं तो मैं राय ये दूंगा कि उसको सिक्योर धागे में बांध के स्किन से टच करने में भीतर कहीं रखिए।
हाँ।
अगर
उपनयन
क्योंकि एकदम इससे आपके सुपरस्टिशियस होने में,
ठीक है।
हाँ?
नहीं, मैंने पूछा अगर उपनयन वगैरह पहन तो कहीं अंदर बाहर
हाँ,
रख के
उपनयन में हुआ तो है, लेकिन आई डोंट
हे भगवान, उपनयन हुआ है और क्योंकि धारण नहीं करते और अंगूठी हाथ में धारण करते हैं, राम 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 राम।
एक नहीं मानते, दूसरा नियम मानते
नहीं,
हैं।
आप ये बात करें पूरी आदर के भाव के साथ आपकी माताश्री के प्रति,
Yes, sir.
एक दिन के लिए अगर हाथ से नहीं उतारना हो तो इसे आप रिंग को उल्टा कर लें,
अच्छा,
स्टोन को अंदर की तरफ घुमा
स्टोन को
लीजिए।
अंदर की तरफ घुमा लें, वो आपकी स्किन से स्पर्श करता रहेगा, जो ज्योतिष शास्त्र में सम्मत है।
बिल्कुल।
मगर ये इतना बड़ा ये तो आपका 5 कैरेट से बड़ा है जो इस उंगली में है, ये तो मेरे ख्याल में 5 कैरेट से कुछ ऊपर है, ये 6.3 के आसपास का स्टोन नजर आ रहा है। जिस जमाने में मैं ये धंधा करता था तो मतलब क्षमा कीजिएगा कि मतलब मेरे ख्याल में ये थोड़ा एक
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मैं
It
माता
conveys a
माता जी
signal of-
उपनयन के लिए इंसिस्ट नहीं करती हैं, अंगूठी के लिए insist
नहीं,
करती
उसमें
हैं।
थोड़ा रूल ज्यादा होता है ना, तो वो मैं फॉलो नहीं कर पा रहा था रूल,
ठीक है।
तो इसलिए
उसमें कान में लपेटना पड़ता है टॉयलेट में जाने
तो
के
वो मैं
पहले।
बहुत बार भूल जा रहा था, तो
नहीं,
रोज बदलना पड़ रहा था।
दूसरी अब मेरी एक सलाह और है, ये तो एक्सपर्ट बॉडी लैंग्वेज की ही है, ये कलम उस दिन ले जेब में ऊपर कोट पॉकेट में कलम कोई बहुत जरूरी है।
बिल्कुल मैं छोड़ दूंगा। नहीं,
ले जाइए।
See, like, this is exactly what I wanted to
yes
say.
sure sure,
Is that pure British system?
You don't have to carry
You
it.
may have a coat pocket,
yes sir,
but that's not meant for putting your pen.
थैंक यू।
yes sir। मैं आप लोगों का आर्टिकल्स पढ़ता हूँ सर, आपका वो आर्टिकल भी मैंने पढ़ा था, आपका हिंदू में तो
अरे
आप,
हुजूर, इनका आर्टिकल तो क्या होता है, वो तो
वो बहुत अच्छा। वीवीपैट में मुझे अभी तक नहीं समझ में आ रहा था कि क्या स्टैंड लेना चाहिए, लेकिन मैंने आपको बहुत जगह कोट किया है सर कि वीवीपैट में आपने जो कहा था कि वो 5 ऑप्शन दे दो कि वो कोई भी चूज कर ले, एंड दैट विल, वो क्रिकेट से आपने एग्जांपल लिया था।
हाँ भाई एग्जैक्टली, कि 2 जिन पे आपको सबसे ज्यादा शुभ है वो कहो जी ये तो कर लो रैंडमली। अब ये तो नहीं कह सकते रैंडमली एलबीडब्ल्यू का डीआरएस
हाँ,
करेंगे,
हाँ, बिल्कुल।
जिस पे शुभ है उसी को तो करते
बिल्कुल
ना।
बिल्कुल, नहीं
चलिए,
बहुत
good luck,
अच्छा।
good
Yes,
luck to you.
thank you
Thank
sir,
you.
thanks।